Welcome back to Voice of the Bible. Here, Scripture's stories come alive, not as lessons, but as journeys through the hearts and lives of those chosen by God. If you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect moment. Take a deep breath. Let the world around you fade, and let the story of Abraham, a man called by God to leave everything behind, unfold just as it is written in the Bible. Genesis 12, verses 1 to 9. Open your ears, your mind, your imagination, and step into the deserts and tents of ancient Mesopotamia. Long after the events of the Tower of Babel, humanity had spread across the earth, forming nations, languages, and cultures. Among them was a man named Abram, later called Abraham. Imagine him walking across the vast plains, the sun painting golden streaks on the sands, the wind rustling the sparse trees and grass, carrying the scent of distant mountains and fresh rivers. God spoke to Abram. "Go from your country, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you. I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing." Abram paused. His heart swelled with a mixture of fear, hope, and awe. The life he had known, the familiar tents, the people, the streets, would soon be behind him. And yet, in the quiet voice of God, he heard purpose, destiny, and promise. God continued, "I will bless those who bless you, and whoever curses you, I will curse. And all peoples on earth will be blessed through you." Imagine Abram packing his life, the simple tools of a nomadic life, the modest treasures of his household, memories of family and friends. Every step forward meant leaving comfort, certainty, and the known. The desert stretched before him, endless sands, unknown dangers, scorching sun by day, chilling cold by night. Yet Abram did not hesitate. He trusted the unseen God, whose voice had whispered promises that felt heavier than mountains and brighter than the stars that would shine over his tents in the nights that came. With his wife Sarai, his nephew Lot, and all his household, Abram set out. The Bible records, "So Abram went, as the Lord had told him, and Lot went with him." Step by step, they traversed rugged hills, crossed glistening rivers under the morning sun, and camped under open skies where only the stars bore witness. The journey was long and uncertain. Dust clung to their feet, the wind whispered tales of danger, and the shadows of towering cliffs reminded them of the vastness of the world and the smallness of human life. Yet every mile, every challenge, was a step closer to the land God had promised.
Finally, Abram arrived in Canaan, the land God had promised. The hills rolled gently into valleys, rivers sparkled like ribbons of silver, and the olive trees swayed in the warm breeze. Abram traveled through the land as far as the site of Shechem to the oak of Moreh. At that time, the Canaanites were in the land. The Lord appeared to Abram and said, "To your offspring I will give this land." Genesis 12, verses 6 to 7. Imagine Abram kneeling, hands pressed into the rich soil, heart full of gratitude and reverence. The promise of God, once a distant whisper, now felt tangible. He built an altar there, not as a monument to his own deeds, but as a symbol of faith, obedience, and acknowledgement of the Creator. Abram's journey reminds us that faith often begins where certainty ends. Leaving everything familiar requires courage, Genesis 12, verse 1. Trusting God's promise requires patience, hope, and humility, Genesis 12, verses 2. Obedience may lead to lands unknown, but with God there is direction, provision, and blessing, Genesis 12, verses 5 to 7. Even in uncertainty, Abram's steps were guided. Every sunrise over the desert, every cool stream in the heat, every night under the stars was a reminder that God's plan is greater than human understanding. The call of Abraham is not just a historical story. It is a lesson in trusting God's voice over human reasoning, obedience even when the path is unclear, believing in promises that span generations, understanding that through faith, one life can shape the destiny of nations, Genesis 12, verses 3. Abram's footsteps echo across time, reminding us that faith is action and trust is lived, not just spoken. Thank you for joining today's expanded episode of Voice of the Bible. If this story touched your heart, please like, comment, and subscribe. In the next episode, we will explore Abram's journey into Egypt and the trials that test his faith, revealing how God's promises remain steadfast even in moments of uncertainty. Until then, stay blessed and keep listening to the voice of the Bible.